That's right. That's the sound you love to hear. The chime that we hold so dear. Ty and Eric back in the booth.
That was nice. Did you come up with that on the spot?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of freestylers on Instagram Reels recently, and it's inspiring me to be more rhythmical.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of freestyles are you watching? Are you watching like Funk Flex freestyle, or is this like more of a grassroots kind of movement?
Yo, I keep following this dude, and I'll give him a shout out right now. His name's Harry Mack. Have you heard of him?
No.
He's just this Instagram like guy that just hangs out on the streets of Miami. He asks people for random words, and then he'll like make up a freestyle on the spot and then try to incorporate those words. So he's like saying things like zebra and like onomatopoeia and like I don't know, it's just like it's pretty impressive. He just spits so fast. I think he's actually got a podcast. We should DM him. We should see if we can get him on.
Yeah,
Put together a few lines about the way.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree. But you know what? I don't want to give him too much credit because me and you freestyle for an hour a week.
That's true.
And we've been doing this for 360 weeks or something. So we're also kind of like lyricists if you think about it. We've put together more words than the average human.
That's true. We've said more words on this podcast than I'm going to say a 7-year-old child has said in their whole life. Like we've probably exceeded their word count.
Yeah, I think so.
6-year-old? I don't know. They're yappers at that age.
But then I think this is actually a great way to flex because how many words are you saying realistically until you're like 4? Not that many.
It has to be a real word. Like ugu doesn't count, right? It's got to be dad, father, mother, brother.
Race theory.
Has to be 2 syllables or more. But the difference between this guy and us, Eric, is that we're more marathon runners. 357 episodes. It's a marathon. He's running a sprint, 6 minutes on the beat, just straight yapping. No pause, no time to breathe, just blah, 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 blah. And it works. It works for him. That's his thing. Like, his podcast is probably shorter than ours. It's just a different flavor, you know? A 6 inch or a foot long. They're different vibes.
So is it possible that this guy is actually just a music artist and you're calling his monthly song a podcast? Is he just dropping a song every week or so?
Dude, that's kind of the state we're getting to. Like Drake drops 1 track a month. Does that make him a podcaster?
No, it doesn't.
How come? Because there's a backbeat, right? Like we only have 1 backbeat. We got nothing else. Like,
speaking of Drake, have you seen his like behind the scenes content that he dropped? 100 gigs,
all 1 million megabytes,
1 million megs for your head top.
Damn. I've poked around, but obviously I'm waiting for someone else to go through it all. This is like the what did Snowden drop? What was that called? The Panama Files or whatever.
I don't know. The Twitter files.
I feel like this is like the WikiLeaks dump of hip hop. You know?
Yeah, the Freaky Leaks.
Like, who's the whistleblower? The Freaky Leaks. The Freaky Links.
Okay, but what you're describing is basically what I've experienced now. Like, people have put together clips and just drop that on YouTube. So totally. On YouTube, like every week, there's going to be like another hour of Drake recording "Take Care" or something.
Right.
And it's actually really cool because you can just like find whatever you're interested in, and it's usually, I think, what's his name, Theo Scudra, his photographer guy, just sitting there like recording them doing stuff.
That's cool.
And it makes you realize like the work ethic is kind of crazy. Like Drizzy just be there drawing something and listening to an entire beat pack by Boy Wonder. Right. It's just like an hour of that.
It's just like all day, all night. They're in a stew. They're cooking.
Dude, yeah. And it's kind of sick because it makes me want to design my home office to look like a studio. It's just like great lighting, like huge speakers, and like security cameras all outside the house.
Oh, I would definitely work harder if I had security cameras pointed at me on all sides in my living room. Like, they don't even have to be recording. It's just the sentiment of it. Like, I'm being watched by me. Like, I better not let me down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I don't want to have to fire myself. But I think what's really cool about that is it makes me feel like Drake's valor is not stolen, as some other rappers, I won't speak on their name, have suggested. He really did work hard to get there. He puts the time in. He puts 100 gigabytes worth of time in. And that's uncompressed, baby. Or maybe it is compressed.
It's compressed.
It's compressed. That's 100 gigabytes compressed. Like when my sandwich artist puts one knuckle on the footlong bread to push it down while they cut it.
Much like the Derek Chauvin knee sandwich artist is choking the shit out of my footlong man. Get the hell off there, bro.
That is a different metaphor for sure.
My sandwich can't breathe. Let it breathe, dude.
Holy shit, you're gonna make me stop breathing. Then the whole stop breathing. Yeah, I just feel like they just squeeze the living daylight out of one side and let the other side just inflates. It puffs up by contrast.
Yeah, dude. The other side's doing a wheelie.
Dude, my sandwich has got like a lazy eye at the end of it. It's like a droopy. It's like it looked like it had a stroke.
Dude, yeah.
But it had actually a heavy pat down.
Yeah, just a little stop and frisk for the sandwich, Nothing too crazy. Just getting frisky.
Dude, sandwich artist just like frisks it instead of pulling. Like the frisking equivalent is to just like pop a cuke out and throw it in their mouth at that point. Just one for me before I hand it back.
That's right. I mean, you are. I don't know. We're experiencing a lot of different culinary delights recently.
Oh yeah. I feel like a mixologist the way I'm mixing different foods in my stomach.
That's right. We've been having several lunches per day, and this is pretty awesome. This is a new unlock for us.
Yeah, Eric and I are trying a new thing called overeating. Pause and unpause. So what Eric and I have been doing is trying to carb load every day.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Fiber load?
No.
Food load.
Time theft load.
Time theft load. Eating as many lunches as possible in one day. That's our goal this week.
Yeah.
Today I ate 3.
Yeah. Well, okay. Actually, when we set the goal, it wasn't to eat as many lunches as possible. It was to just eat multiple lunches a day. And so, in hindsight, I wish we set a budget because I've been spending a little bit more than normal.
I'm spending a lot more money, yeah.
But I'll start the day with either like a quick brekkie.
Yeah.
Like an egg bite situation.
I dabbled in some egg bites this morning. The goal here is to escape the horrors of the 9-to-5 life. And if you're eating on the clock, you are still kind of on the clock.
Yeah, you can't get mad for someone spending their money eating lunch.
Exactly. Man's got to eat.
Exactly. And if you're doing so in the confines, the prison walls of the office, then you can't get mad at them.
Can't get mad at that.
They're present,
Yeah. So you're starting with you've introduced brunch to your lifestyle. How's that changed things?
Brunch. This is an interesting way to put it. We're on day 4 of this, I think, and I'm still like trying to refine the process a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, do I start with a small L1 and then move into the larger L2, or do I flip them, do like an early but large L1 and then kind of a medium-sized L2 later in the day?
Right. I know what the move is. I figured it out. As someone who's been overeating all week, you want to treat your 3-part lunch experience like the 3 courses of a dinner meal. You want to start with a little appetizer around brunch, something to just get the palate kind of going.
Like 11:30 kind of
11:30, hop into something, a nibbly of some sort. Then around 12:30, you want to have a pretty big lunch. You don't want it to be huge because you've got to save room for dessert.
Yeah.
But dessert isn't dessert in this case. Dessert is another smaller meal, like a piece of bread or like a sushi roll or something of that regard a little later.
Dude, the midday sushi roll has been such a nice pick-me-up. I can't lie.
Yeah. Because like one roll, that's a lunch. That counts, right? You count one roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I count one roll. Dude, we should get dolce in this. We should get a proper dessert and count that as L4.
Well, I already had that today. I had a slice of pie.
That's true. We'll count that.
That was such a fucking twisted move, and I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't full until I had that. And then I had the fucking slice of blueberry pie, and it was good. I can't lie. but I feel very full.
Yeah, I'm impressed by you to take on so much food in one day, and it's not even time of recording 3:30 p.m.
Yeah,
It's not even dinner time yet. You could get one more in. You could go for L5, Eric.
100%.
You want to go to Subway?
Yeah, I do. When do the L's stop though? Like, is 5 p.m. the cutoff time?
I think you stop taking the L's at 5. But
Okay.
dude, if you want to be 6 feet under, go for a 6-inch right now.
That would actually put me under.
6 inches below ground, yeah.
6 inches under. That's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, I could not stomach another lunch today. I've already had 3. But I don't know. I kind of like this move for us. I kind of like the multiple lunch breaks.
Mm-hmm. I get smoking now.
Yeah. If we had like a pack a day, that would be a lunch as well.
Like, yeah, exactly. Because you're just like you're just microdosing anything, really. We're just spreading out food throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you take a bite of the sandwich, you put it back, you come back for another bite in half an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, man. I'm so full. Sorry, I can't even think right now. I'm so full.
Yeah, do we have any like real topics?
Yeah, we do. I want to talk to you about what the company MSCHF is up to right now. You're familiar with MSCHF, right?
I'm familiar with the red boots.
The red boots, yeah. They also did the yellow clogs. I don't know what else MSCHF has
Yellow
ever
clogs?
done. Yeah,
Is
they
this
made
like prototype for the red boots?
I think there was like a variation of it. They made SpongeBob's shoe.
Oh, great.
Yeah, pretty funny. We got a guest on the pod right now. There's a dude just yelling outside. I don't know if that's coming up on mic. Apologies if it is. Okay, I got to tell you anyways though about what's going on with MSCHF.
Yeah, please tell me.
Okay, they announced.
Should we close the window? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we should close the window. Pause. And unpause, and we are so back. Okay, so MSCHF announced on Instagram earlier this week that they purchased a cow, like a living cow, a few months old, and their plan is to sell him as 1,200 burger patties and 4 leather handbags.
1,200?
But it's a pre-sale. You can't get your burger patties if you buy them now. They will be produced in 2 years when Angus reaches slaughtering age.
That's the name's Angus.
That's the name's cow. So what you're going to get in 2024, what you're going to get right now if you buy a pack of 3 patties or whatever, is a metal Angus token redeemable in 2026 for burgers and bags. However, here's the catch. If you are a purchaser, you may voluntarily give up your order to save Angus. And if 50% of the pre-orders are given up, Angus will be rehomed to a place called Home for Happy Cows, and all the proceeds will fund his retirement. So when you buy an Angus token, it comes with a decision. They want you to know, though, that Angus was destined for slaughter the moment of his conception, and his circumstances are only improved by MSCHF's project. They also refer to the Angus tokens. If you give them up, you have to put them in what they call the remorse portal, which I don't know what that is or how to do it. I'm thinking they're NFTs, and you put them in a digital, what they call a remorse portal.
Okay, this is really... It's really confusing,
Dude,
MSCHF.
It is. There's a lot of factors here.
So if I go to the website or wherever they're selling these things, I can buy, I'm guessing for a few dollars, a patty, a burger.
You buy a burger, yeah. You're a burger that's going to be ready to eat in 2 years.
Should I just do this right now?
Yeah.
Is it live?
I think it's live. Do you need the domain?
No.
It's ourcowangus.com.
Ourcowangus.com. Okay.
Cool. So far, branding's pretty good. So far, website's really cool.
Yeah. So live cow stats say countdown to slaughter is 568 days.
Sick.
This is a cool, like, kind of a Black Mirror.
This is very Black Mirror.
Alternate reality.
It is. Only 29% or only 3% of pre-orders are canceled so far. Dude, that means people want their burgers.
Current outcome, pre-orders can't. Okay, so where can I buy this?
Buy on StockX. Awesome. Yeah, dude, I bought hamburger patties on StockX.
So I can buy a 3-pack token for $245 just to save a cow.
No, to get 3 burgers.
Oh,
Or save a cow. It's up to you.
okay. I need to. But I think you need to cancel your pre-order. That's how you save the.
So you
Save
make
this
the
guy.
pre-order and then you cancel it. Wow.
It says it's sold out. That's why I have to go to StockX.
Oh, really? You can't even buy it like. Oh, wow. So that means
So
they're all...
here's the deal. So you have to buy the 1,200 burgers are already sold out,
Okay, everyone's sold.
and at over 50% of those pre-orders need to cancel their order to save the cow. So right
Yes.
now we're at 2.9%. So that means
Like,
we need another 47% of the pre-orders to be canceled for Angus to live.
so we need like 550 like good Samaritans, friends of farmers, to step up and throw their Angus token in the pit of remorse.
Right.
Interesting. I can't believe they're all on secondary markets. Like, I'm gonna have to go on Grailed if I want to buy these patties.
That's crazy. So not only is how much does a cow cost?
Dude,
is MSCHF making money on this cow?
I don't think so. They said all proceeds would fund the cow's life if it survives. I guess they make the money if they slaughter him. Did you click on the remorse portal link?
I did.
Okay, what's the remorse portal like?
So this is if you're a Angus token owner.
Okay.
And you regret your purchase, you can cancel your pre-order by typing in the code and then canceling it.
Oh, cool. And how do you get the code? Oh, it's on the...
It's underneath the seal of regret.
What's the seal of regret?
I guess a sticker on the token.
Okay, so
it's a
ship
physical token.
So it's not an NFT, it's a physical token.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, that was a close one.
This is interesting.
Huh.
I feel bad for Angus because of how confusing this is.
Yeah,
if this was a little bit more straightforward, then he would probably live.
Dude, no one asked Angus what he wanted.
Oh, this is great. You can see a live feed of Angus.
This is evil. Dude, Angus is never gonna live because 1,200 bots. Would you eat this cow? There's a little picture of him with the slogan, "Would you eat this cow?"
Did I tell you about how I roasted a lamb in Croatia? Did I tell you this story?
Was this not this trip, but a previous one?
No, this was this trip.
Oh, no, you haven't told me.
Okay. So I didn't tell you yesterday on the pod, right?
Or 2 days ago. This is new lamb. This is baby lamb right now.
Great. Well, I didn't want to send this to you, this photo, because I feel like it would ruin your day. But I do want to show you.
Okay.
Are you down to see what a live
lamb? Yeah, of course.
Looks like?
Let's look at some gore.
So this Angus reminded me of our little lamb here.
Eric is opening up
just the photos app.
a password locked album.
Yeah. So for my cousin's birthday, I teased this on a previous episode, but we were gonna roast an entire lamb for like 20 of us to eat.
I kind of remember you mentioning that like 40 episodes ago.
Yeah, I was present for the lamb's for the lamb to be piped, quite literally. Here, let me find this.
Yeah.
So trigger warning for you because you're a vegetarian. This might make you feel sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Did the lamb show up at your house dead, like dead on arrival, DOA, or
it was dead and skinned?
It was already skinned too. So there was no slaughtering on the premises. There was no sacrifice or anything.
There was no ceremonial sacrifice.
Okay.
The lamb itself was basically ready to go. All we had to do was put it on the rotating spit.
Right.
And my uncle also sawed the legs off and positioned them in a better spot to be cooked.
So nobody threw their tokens in the remorse portal.
Not one token was found.
Okay.
Everyone redeemed theirs for a slice.
Yeah, they're like, give me a kebab.
Yeah. So check this out.
Okay, let's see this photo. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, it's literally got like a giant pole up its ass. Okay, and pause. And unpause. That pole is so far up that lamb. Oh my God, it's right through the lamb.
Yeah, dude. So this pole is going from
Jesus Christ
butthole straight through its neck, all the way up through its mouth.
End to end.
End to end. Tip to tail.
Tip to tail.
Nose to tail.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
This is crazy. You can tell it totally looks like a lamb right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a child like looking the skinned animal in the eye.
Yeah, this is like This image pretty much summarizes like the cultural differences around the world.
Yeah, no
Because
kidding.
like if I posted this on my story, I would probably be banned on Instagram. Like it would be taken down.
Oh yeah,
There's no question.
Western American mind cannot comprehend what we are looking at right now.
Totally. It would be flagged with like sensitive content warning,
Yeah, it would be.
and like you would have to like unblur it to see it.
Well, I don't want to like call out a specific issue with what I'm looking at, the skinned lamb on a pole with the child weirdly close to it. But
He's helping.
I do want to point out that you guys left the eyeballs on the lamb, and that makes it feel really human. Like there's something that like I can see the sorrow in the animal's eyes still.
Yeah.
I just feel like you maybe should have got rid of the eyes. Like if you gutted them, then you kind of disassociate it from a living thing.
The eyes never lie, Chico, is what they say. You're probably right, Ty. However, I think the eyes are a great way to see how fresh the lamb is.
Oh, will the color of the eye be tinted? It's kind of like the meatball at Subway.
Yeah, if they're faded and gray
Yeah.
and like it looks like it's been dead for a long time, then that's a bad lamb.
It's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know for sure when you're buying fish, like that's an easy way to tell like
Yeah.
how fresh the fish is. If
You
the
want those
eyes
baby
are
blues.
nice and alive looking.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. But I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't call it the tongue. The tongue's pretty hilarious.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice the tongue. Dude, the tongue is like licking the pole. Dude, are we allowed to post this to Think Fresh's story? Think we'd get censored? That's
We'll
wild.
probably get censored. Okay, so here, let me just explain to you what else happened here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see that, but the legs were cut off and then tied under the stomach as like, I don't know, a way to evenly cook it. Because you can imagine if it's just straight out, it'll burn on the edge, right?
Makes sense.
So this was one thing we did. The other thing is there's basically like a sack that like all of your organs like are inside, and it contains all of your organs so they're like together.
Right. Like
That sack-
Santa's bag of toys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that Santa's bag was taken out and used as kind of like a blanket for the rest of the animal. So it's put on top, and it's like super salty and tasty, and it protects the rest of the animal from burning too much. So
you put that on top while you're cooking, and then do you end up eating that part, or?
Yep. So look, it's wearing like a little jacket.
Dude, it's wearing itself.
It's wearing itself. Isn't that wild?
That is so weird. Wow.
So this took about 3 hours. We were staring at that for 3 hours.
Dude, that's so cool.
It is pretty cool, actually. It's my uncle.
That's
and then
super cool.
we actually ate the liver separate.
Whoa.
So the liver was just there, and we were like, oh, let's eat that.
Do you
And we had that with some bread.
like
and
raw,
onions.
or did you cook it?
We cooked it.
Yeah.
With garlic and parsley.
Yeah. Other animals' liver is probably pretty nice because other animals don't drink 1 million beers.
Here's how it looks further into
Wow.
his journey.
Okay, it's starting to look like meat that
Yep.
I'm familiar with.
And
Yeah, beautiful.
and then here it is plated. Isn't that crazy that
Dude.
the first photo I saw you turned into this plating?
Yeah, and you're like, oh, now it's suddenly normalized. Once it's on the plate,
Mhm.
it all is forgiven.
I know, yeah. It really goes to show, like, if you don't see how the cat is skinned,
Mhm.
like, you can almost eat anything.
You really can.
But then, like, I don't know, experiencing that made me appreciate this animal before I ate it, you know?
For sure. You're really engaged with what you're eating. You're really aware of. You're probably like saying a thank you to the animal before every bite.
Totally.
I feel like Subway's handheld approach makes it a little bit more beastly. You know, it's one step removed from the plate. Therefore, it's a little closer to the skinned rotisseried lamb.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah. There's a spectrum there,
There
for
is.
sure. What does that make you feel, like, seeing that animal in that state? It's like we know what's happening anyway without
Yeah.
seeing it. But seeing that, are you like, okay, if I wanted to eat this, I feel like I could now because I was a part of its journey. You know?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I would actually feel a sense of responsibility to eat it.
To eat it all and not
Because I'm
waste
like,
it,
yeah,
right?
I fucking killed this thing.
Yeah.
This beautiful little happy lamb.
They kept saying how this lamb was running around before, like literally that day it was running around.
Wow, fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
Poor guy. Didn't know what hit him.
No, definitely not.
Didn't see that coming, I bet.
Hell no.
Or maybe as a lamb, you can see it coming. You're like, I have a feeling I'm going to die today.
Yeah, maybe.
They're looking at me and they're licking their lips. They're
Yeah.
sharpening their knives.
I mean, that is the official vegetarian stance, that the animals see it coming, right? The animals are having a bad time, and that's why we should not eat them.
I guess so. Something like that.
Otherwise, animal cruelty wouldn't exist if they didn't see it coming.
Right. They're like, why is the world so cruel?
Yeah. It wouldn't be cruel if they had no idea.
Yeah, like Happy Angus. Maybe we should eat him because it wouldn't be animal cruelty because he's doing just fine. We just saw the live stream of him. He's fine.
He's alive.
Go ahead, eat that one. He had a good life.
That is kind of an interesting thing. It's like MSCHF has to provide proof of life.
Yeah, they do. They're kind of in a hostage type situation here.
Totally. Let's go back to the remorse portal. Actually, no, Angus's diary. That's where it was.
Oh, Angus's diary. Can you get this little audio going here? Wow. Angus has so many friends and family that are going to miss him. There's like at least 24 cows here.
So this is a clip from the first day he was born.
Wow.
And they obviously are celebrating that. So that was the moos you could hear.
Yeah. The moos are for the mother. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was a special day when he was born.
He was born March 13th, Ty.
In 15 minutes. He has a birthday.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Angus.
Yeah.
Do we hope he lives or do we not care?
I think we need to follow this story, and I think like any good journalist, we should be bipartisan.
Yeah, totally unbiased.
Totally unbiased. Whether he lives or dies, we do not care.
Right. Do you want to place an early bet?
Yeah, I think he's going to live.
I don't think so.
You think he's going to die?
I think they're going to make some like sunny side up burgers with him.
I think it's a really tough one because they can't I guess MSCHF could buy back the tokens themselves to burn them, but it's kind of like, what if no one wants to sell them? They're like, we want our patties.
It's kind of like a social experiment because we're seeing like, does half the population care about this animal? Technically, probably not, because like we would have more vegetarians on Earth if this was the case. But also, like, what is the sample size that we're working with here? Like, these are all MSCHF fans.
Yeah, these people
they could be up to anything. We have no idea.
They're so mischievous.
Like, what's more mischievous, saving the cow or eating it?
I guess eating it, hey? Because, okay.
I think saving it's more mischievous.
From an investment perspective, you could still resell the patties on StockX. Like, sure, you spent your token, but now you can resell the patties. So, if these guys are all just like bots that want to do investments, it makes sense to buy and hold.
That's true. You could do like a golden belly frozen patty, ship it across the world with the token.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You keep the token.
Probably got to keep the token too. So throw that in as a little extra.
Yeah. So if you cancel your pre-order, then you don't get the patty.
You're not getting the patty, but you got to hope that no one gets the patty.
Mm-hmm. At the very least, even if the cow croaks, you have this token where you've clearly peeled off the sticker of remorse, and you can say like, "Look, I tried."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's a good buy for anyone. Really, yeah. There's no risk.
It's good for your brand either way. Can I throw a third prediction here? Okay. That this is a bit of more of a conspiracy. I think what's going to happen is not enough people are going to burn their tokens. And then we're going to get really close to slaughter date. And maybe a month, 2 months from slaughter date, the cow's just going to die of natural causes.
Oh.
MSCHF feels like they might as well take advantage of that and give the shareholders their beef. But MSCHF is now, there's no blood on their hands.
Yeah.
Even though they were going to have to slaughter the cow anyways in a few weeks.
But do cows just die?
Well, allegedly they can. I think there's going to be foul play involved, Eric. I think they're going to have the cow whacked, but they're going to claim innocence. 100% that's how this is going to go down. I can't see a different way this happens. Either way, the cows get, if the cow dies, it can't be on MSCHF's hands.
Yeah, this is interesting, Ty. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
So what if they decide to save the cow and then the cow dies? That would be
very, very interesting.
suspicious.
Like, there probably is a clause here, like, if MSCHF dies from natural causes at some point in its life, we'll send you the patties. Like, you're probably still good for the patties, right?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, we've collectively decided that he will not be butchered.
That's true. So the natural cause clause, it would mean he gets a proper burial, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It depends whatever this
And they'll-
activist group will do with it.
Dude, they'll fly you out for the funeral with the remaining funds. How cool would that be?
Damn.
Just you and like 500 hype beasts like on
Yeah.
a farm paying your respects.
What do you think they'll serve at the funeral?
A lamb.
The lamb, yeah. Veggie patties.
Yeah.
It would have to be.
It would have to be. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do them like that.
You know what? When I went to the pig cafe in Osaka, Japan,
Yes, of course. The Pig Cafe in Osaka, Japan.
I was so hungry after Thai. We went for bacon.
Oh, man. Just bacon.
Just straight bacon. Let me get some pork belly.
Wow.
Dude, so good.
That's really funny that there's just a cafe centered around the oinks.
The oinks, yeah.
And I get a...
It almost feels stupid that it's a cafe. Like, it should be a bar.
Yeah, it should be.
Like-
Bacon's so much better with beer.
That's a great point. But also, like, I would be more comfortable around these live animals after, like, 3 beers.
Mm. Yeah, good point.
Like, after, like, 1 coffee, I was like, don't touch me. You know?
Yeah, you're jittery, they're jittery.
Yeah, I'm not giving calming energy to it.
You're like, I want to have so much alcohol in me that I want to ride one.
Yeah. I'm going to put one in my bag.
Yeah, I'm trying to take one through customs. Wow.
Damn. Dude, imagine that, like, imagine killing a pig from a pig cafe and eating it. Like, that's, like, that has to have happened.
Oh, I'm sure someone is like, yeah, you're coming home with me, kid.
And, like, either, like, stolen it or just, like, snapped its neck in the cafe.
Yeah, gave it the sandwich or its knuckle.
Yeah.
Squish that thing.
Oh, shit.
It's totally possible. I think about that a lot at the cat cafes too, because those little critters are pretty easy to choke.
Yeah.
Huh.
What would be the best cafe animal like style?
There's a lot of options. Okay, so I'm assuming the premise, just to be clear, is it's an espresso bar, but also it has a bunch of baby versions of the animal,
Mhm.
and some of them are up for adoption.
It could be full grown,
Full grown.
like a cow cafe that serves chocolate milk.
Whoa! Now we're cooking, dude.
I don't know. I feel like they're too dirty though. They would just start like shitting all over the place.
That's true. My first thought was a giraffe cafe. A giraffe.
A giraffe. That's cool.
Yeah, and then you can have some giraffe milk.
Whoa. That would be sick, actually.
Yeah.
I would do like baby elephants.
Mm.
Like ones that are like, if you just like tackle them, they just like want to play with you more.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. You're getting bulldozed by their like dog piling on you.
Yeah.
Elephant piling.
How heavy are like elephants when they're born?
Dude, I think when an elephant is born, it's got to weigh like 150 pounds, is my guess.
Whoa, 364
No,
pounds.
what?
Yeah.
360 pounds at birth?
Okay, never mind. I don't want to be trampled by a baby elephant. That's too much.
That's crazy that like a 1-day-old elephant has enough weight behind it to kill you. Like, if they saddle you, you die.
Dude, it would be
1 day old.
the heaviest linebacker.
That's crazy. Dude, yeah.
That's kind of like Ronaldo getting 20 million subscribers on day 1. It's
Yeah.
like you were born the best.
That's crazy. I want the one day. I want the 24-hour-old elephant as my draft pick.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Huh, you learn something every day on Think Fresh podcast. Am I right, Eric?
Totally, dude. We are an animal rights podcast now.
Yeah, we are. And we have the right to choose between eat or save.
And if you decide to eat, make sure you also decide to kill.
That's true.
That's the
At
only
Subway,
way.
you can have both. Eat 6 inches and save 6 inches for later.
Wow.
Gee.
If you
There's
choose
a
to
little
eat at Subway, are you saving an animal?
Because it's fake meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. They're doing all animals a service. Because Subway, above all other like, well, all fast food really, they probably try to stretch the meat out give you as little meat as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're stretching the animal out to as many mouths
Mm-hmm.
as possible. But if you go to like a proper steak, they're giving you as much of the animal as they can afford.
Mm-hmm.
There's an inverse there.
Yeah,
So fast food is good for animal rights, I think.
I think so too.
Awesome. Well, breadheads, thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoyed this meeting of the minds. Meeting. Look forward to jamming with you again soon, Eric.
Ciao.
Ciao.